Hello, I hope everyone's doing well. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about something that's been reoccurring, or a theme that's been reoccurring through the week for me. Um, it's the idea that in mental processes of daily life or any activity that you might be doing, you have intention first, and then thought or deciding, and then the action. Humans tend to flow that way, from the idea of doing something to deciding or thinking about it, and then the actual act of doing the thing. Earlier this week I watched a video by someone that I look up to, named Evan Rock, and he very eloquently, much more eloquently than I will probably be talking about it. He does a very good job. But anyway, the video that I watched was called Intention, Decision, Action, and he spoke about it and said that you're really better off if you leave out the decision part, don't decide, just go directly from the intention to the action. Also earlier in the week I talked to a guy that is a diving coach. He teaches people to dive from high places into the water, and I talked to him about the mental process up there on the diving board, what you think about, and he said that you try not to think, because the more thinking that you do up there, or the more thinking that you do while you're in the dive, you're more likely to make a mistake, which could be very dangerous for a diver. Meditation, you learn to quiet your mind, which is very helpful in leaving out the thinking about it stage. Not that thinking about things is always bad. I mean, sometimes you need to make a decision, you need to think out your actions, but in some cases the thinking will mess you up. I think this is especially true with doing creative things, for me anyway. When I'm working on a drawing or something, if I come to a point where I can't decide what to do next or how to approach, like a shading or something like that, I'll put it off for a long time, and it'll take me forever to decide how to do it. When what would be better would just be to go with the first thing that comes into my mind, because that's pure creativity. That comes from the heart, from the subconscious, from source. It's pure creativity, and many times it can help you do better work. Another example of this, I was at a restaurant with some family, and one of my family members was talking about a game at the restaurant. We were talking how to do well at it, and she said that she does much better if she doesn't think out how to do it. She just goes and makes the moves, and that hit home for me, because all week long I've been thinking about this. So in meditation, you learn to quiet your mind and live in that place inside that's pure creativity. It's direct contact to source. It's the divine flowing through you. We are each a conduit of this divine energy, And so when we form an intention to do something or an idea, it's oftentimes better not to overthink it or put too much into it, but just go with it and act. That's one of the reasons that meditation is so important, is because it puts you in touch with that part of you that's watching your thoughts, watching the feelings in your body. The part of you that never changes is the part that watches these thoughts change and these feelings in the body change. And that part of you is connected to the universal source. You might call it the force, or chi, or prana. It's the life force that flows through everything. Why dilute that with a bunch of thought or thinking? Again, thinking is not always bad. It's a powerful tool, but sometimes it gets in the way. So I hope everybody's off to a good start on their weekend. Much love. Namaste.